This is the ending part of our conversation with Mr. Roland Jesse Prah, the CEO of Roland Rice, and I welcome you all. I am Joseph Kofi Ejapong, and today Mr. Roland takes us through the value chain of his company.
So we have a machine, the combine harvester, that goes into the farm to harvest the rice.
Again, he shares with us how much he earns annually from the 50-acre rice farm and also the 350-acre outgrowers farm. Also, he enlightens us on how much you need to have in 2003 to start a rice farm and also the profit margin you stand to gain.
So meaning that if a farmer has about 5 to 10 acres, multiply just your 3,000 by 5 acres and see. That's even your least profit times the number of acres you have. Meaning how much are you getting?
15,000.
15,000. So you see, so we need to do large scale farming.
You can check on the description box to watch the previous conversation with Mr. Roland Prah, and also we left his number in the description box if you want to do any business with him. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Jacklens TV, and click on the notification bell to get notified on our subsequent videos. If you are a farmer or a businessman or woman and want us to visit your farm or business, kindly call Jacklens TV on 0249 79 30 45. Enjoy the video.
So let's move on. So now, how many bags can you say you produce last year or last 2 years? How many bags of rice?
So last year we deal in tons. So with the 400 acres, meaning an acre gives you 1 ton of rice. That's 20 bags. So meaning we are getting about 400 tons of rice. Yeah. So until we increase our farm size, then the tonnages also increase. But the most important thing is we are doing twice in a year. So it means if a season gives us 400 tons, in a year to give us 800 tons. Yeah.
And that's when you convert to bag of rices.
So unless we do the calculation, yeah, so we just multiply 800 by 20.
Oh, okay. Let me. We want to be realistic and appreciative of. So 800
times 20.
16,000 bags
of rice of the 50 kilo. Yeah.
And consumers,
we consume everything, especially during the festive season. That's where you get to know Ghanaians really consume rice. So during Christmas, Easter, we consume, within this period, we consume a lot of rice. So our target during that time is to make sure Christmas time, before Christmas, there's more rice for most of the companies, most of the churches, because that's when they share out gifts to maybe their staff or members. That's what they do. Yeah.
So
then we have individuals that also buy. We have schools that see the importance of feeding their kids with locally produced rice. Yeah, because a lot of proprietors come around complaining that the kids waste rice when they cook because the rice is not nice. But when they had our locally produced rice, the kids are really enjoying it. Yeah. So when we start with the kids, we give them our own
taste of it.
Rice. Yeah, they will have the taste. They will win the taste of our own local rice. Then there will be higher demand for local rice.
In fact, I think that COVID-19 came in disguise as a blessing or a realization of certain things, because you realize the cost of the foreign one went high. So people started, okay, well, let's eat the local. Now I don't have money to. But then later, I have colleagues that later they were saying, But even actually the rice, the local rice is nice. Oh.
Yeah.
And I have people who it's but the last time I came here, I was talking to some people in Takrade. And when I said, oh, I was talking to them and the local rice, the Roland, they said, Roland, oh, Charlie, I want some. Oh. And I said, oh, okay. That is great. Yeah. That is great.
So within these years, we've really worked hard. Our target is always meet new people, tell them about our locally produced rice, for them to be part of the family.
So how did this factory?
Okay, so with this factory, I would say it's the Almighty God that has built this factory for us. We had other investors coming in to help because I can't do all on my own. Yes, because if you see the money involved,
yes,
is big. Yes. So we also had support from SNV Ghana, Netherlands. They also came in. I won the challenge fund, the grant.
Oh,
that was
okay.
in 2021. Okay. Yes. So all these fundings were part of what we used to establish the factory.
Okay, so we had to break from the interview to, in fact, the scarcity of sun, and we had to break and quickly come to enjoy the sun. So these are some of the harvested rice, and as you can see from these areas, we need to dry it since the sun is the main form of drying. So let's get closer and get more details on. In fact, it's huge. You can see these rice over there. You have already seen some in front of the farm or the factory here, and these are some of the rice. So, Mr. Jesse,
yeah, it's a Japan.
So your work is quite hectic.
Yes, sir. So now that the sunshine is out, we need to make good use of it.
Yeah, when we came, all of them were covered.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because when there's no sunshine, it means it threatens to rain. So we need to cover the rice. It shouldn't get in contact with moisture. So now that the sunshine is out, we need to spread so that every grain will be on the surface of the tarpaulin.
So what happens to it if it doesn't get dried up enough, like a lot of...
Okay, so there will still be moisture in the rice, of which we can't mill it, we can't process it. It should be about 12 to 13% moisture.
Okay.
Yeah, before the milling machine can be able to remove the husks. Yes. So we need to dry to that level before we can process the rice.
And you were also saying that it affects the color of the rice.
Yes. So when you don't get, after harvesting the rice, when you don't get enough sunshine, it affects the brightness of your rice, the appearance. It makes it darken. But when you get adequate sunshine, it makes it pure white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how many acres have you
so far we've harvested about 20 acres. That's what we are drying now. So we've apportioned it weekly. So next week we'll be harvesting the rest. So by then this one would have been inside the storeroom. Then the fresh one will be on the dry floor. Wow. Yes. So we time ourselves, because when you don't add timing or you don't plan well, you spoil your grains. Yeah. So you see, we did this during the dry season, and we are harvesting it in the rainy season. Around this time, there's shortage of local rice.
Okay.
So we took the pain to make sure that we have rice throughout the season.
So I was about to ask that. How is it that in the rainy season that you...
So that's our strategy. Most people try it and they fail. But we have been able to do it. So how it is, I have to involve myself in the drying.
You have to. So how many people are currently working here?
Okay, so we have temporary workers and the permanent workers working at the same time. So most of the temporary workers are the women you see around. So when it comes to drying, they come in to do that work.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
we have our permanent.
whenever you cultivate,
Yes,
they will
we bring it. They will come and work on the drying aspect. Then we have our main staff too that are also monitoring them.
So how many people are we talking about?
Okay, so far we are talking about 20 people now.
20.
Yes, 20 people.
Both on site and
Yes, and at the factory area doing the drying. So we have about 20 people.
So what I see now is the husk that covers the rice.
Yes, so this is the paddy rice. Yeah, the one that you see it brown, it means it's the paddy rice.
Well, let me get the shovel and
Okay, you want to try?
yeah, try my hands on it.
Okay. So you make sure the shovel is at the surface. It doesn't go down, otherwise it will tear the tarpaulin. Yeah.
Charlie, hi. It's a very nice experience and it involves a lot of time, patience and energy. But then, if you don't, there's a saying that no pain, no gain. If you don't sacrifice, you can't. I also see this thing. You told us about the...
Yes. So that's where that's a mini factory for the pellet.
Okay.
The waste that comes out, that's what we press for the firewood.
Okay, so can we go inside and check?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check inside. Then we'll come back to the office and then we'll continue the interview there. So let's go there and wow, 20 people.
Yeah.
And I'm just praying that the sun will continue to shine for.
Okay. So this is the machine. This is where we pour the chaff. Yeah. So we pour the chaff in here. It uses motor
Okay.
to press. So there's a die within that when the chaff goes inside, it will pass through the dies, the round dies, then to start forming the pellets. Yeah.
Okay, so this is after the grains have been...
Yes, after
dehusked, right?
Dehusked, yeah, it will come here.
I'm learning the terms
Yes.
also.
So it will be in this
Storage.
storeroom before we fetch them into our pellet making machine.
So you've connected
Yes, the pipe from the factory.
from
to-
the factory.
Yeah.
So whilst you are doing the dehusking,
Yeah, it passes through and stores here.
this is wisdom. This is wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll go back to the main office and continue the interview. Okay, so Mr. Prah, you've told us a lot about what you are doing, the rice itself, but then what is the returns? How profitable is rice farming?
Rice production is very profitable. An acre itself, what we normally push in, like the money we invest into an acre, is closely from 9,000 to 11,000 cedis.
1 acre.
Yes, an acre.
Okay.
So we get 20 bags and above, depending on how best you do your practices.
Yeah.
So currently, a bag of rice is 700 cedis.
A bag of rice.
Yes, I want you to be doing the calculation.
Okay.
You pick your phone and do the calculation.
Okay.
So that any youth that also wants to go, or apart from the youth, anybody doing rice production
Sure.
itself, will get to know the amount involved and what he is expected to get. You get it?
Sure.
So you just multiply 20 by 700. How much are you getting?
And this is 14,000.
This 14,000. So meaning you've invested about 9,000 or 11,000. You are now getting 14,000.
Sure.
So meaning if you did 11,000, you are getting 3,000.
Sure.
That means within 4 months. But this is the case. This is an average number of bags. That's the 20. We can do more. You can get about 25 bags. So let's take it that a farmer that does it well, getting 25 bags times the 700.
Okay. 17,500.
17,500. So it means that
So
the number of
so-
bags, the number of bags that you get per acre will give you more of the profit.
So the 11,000 consists of labor,
Labor, seed,
okay,
fertilizer, all the inputs.
harvesting,
Yes.
mailing,
So-
and everything.
Somebody using about 9,000 or 7,000, meaning the person or the farmer is doing most of the things. But the 11,000 is somebody giving out everything to people to come and work for.
Oh, okay.
Do you get it? So labor, a whole lot of things, he's giving it out for people to rather do it than the farmer himself doing it.
So if I'm getting the understanding well, it means that instead of you searching for money to travel, there are some people who have like 20,000, 30,000 who are seriously looking
about
for
60,000.
Yes.
If you want to go to Canada
Yes.
or something.
connection men and other
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Look at this, oh. And there are lands,
We have
Avail-
arable lands. We have
available
lands.
lands that you can invest and see your money grow yourself.
Yeah.
So let's make it 22 or even 20 acres. Let's make it even 20 bags. It means that you are getting no less than 3,000 Ghana cedis
Yes.
within 3 months.
Yes.
After everything.
Times the number of acres you have. Meaning how much are you getting?
15,000.
15,000. So you see. So we need to do large scale farming. So a farmer in America or in Canada, they are doing 1,000 acres.
Yeah.
You get it? You see the difference? They are doing in thousands. We are doing in tens. So the farmer will always get a larger profit margin than a farmer in Africa because they have equipment. So now let's come in. Somebody doesn't want to be a farmer but has the money to buy machines.
Okay.
You can buy tractor. People come and rent your tractor. You can buy harvesting machine. People come and rent your machine.
That is a combined harvester.
Yes, the combined harvester. The power tillers for tilling the land. Even we are thinking of technology, bringing in technology into farming to make farming very easier or simple.
Okay.
So drones, the use of drones. Drones can be doing spraying instead of people going there to spray the chemicals going
Sure.
to your nose. You be inhaling them. It's part of the sickness.
Sure.
But drones, you set it with GPS and to spray an acre within just 10 minutes. So it makes work faster. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So instead of us using cutlass to be weeding and hoe to be turning the soil, tractor will do that. Instead of using sickle to cut the rice and harvesting machine will just go in there within 1 hour, harvest 1 acre for you. So the work is now simple with machines. So this is the time we need investors to invest in the machine aspect.
Machineries of it.
Yeah.
So that these local farmers can have access to these machines for.
They can just go and rent it.
So what is this value chain that you have here?
Okay, so it's a nice question. You are really observant.
Yeah.
So the value chain we have here is whenever you step into our reception, you must know what we do. Maybe it's not always that the person coming in would like to ask questions, but he will just see the entire process and get to know that, okay, from this, we move to this, we move to this. So this is the rice straw from the farm. So it means the rice, we get it from the plant, the rice plant itself.
So this is the plant.
Yes. So we have a machine, the combined harvester, that goes into the farm to harvest the rice. We need a grain
Okay.
We don't need this now.
Okay.
Yeah, so when it goes in to harvest the rice, it harvests both the straw in addition to the grain. They need to pick out the grains for us. So this is the grain. Then we dry it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the dried grain. You can't eat this.
Yeah.
So from this process, we need a milling machine, a rice milling machine, to make it edible for us. So during the process, we call something the dehuxing. It has to remove the husks.
Okay.
So you see it in a brown state.
That is the cover. That's
it has removed the cover, the shell. Yeah, so that's called the husks.
let me use my layman view.
So this is the husks. This is what you see here. It's like sawdust. So this is the husks.
Okay.
So during that process, from that stage you get the rice that you can cook. You get the husks out of it.
Oh, okay.
Before you can get this state, this is the one that we can cook, the milled rice. During that process, we get another byproduct called the rice bran.
Rice bran.
Yes, this one is given to pigs and pork, like birds, for them to eat. So it's a feed. You can add it to wheat bran or any other thing, a maize, you mix it with it, then the animals consume. It has some nutritional values in it. Yeah. Okay. So from this process, we need to package our rice.
Okay, so this place, you dehusk, or what do you do to it?
We've dehusked it, so it moves into the polisher.
So that you can get this
the edible part.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the edible rice. So from this stage, that's when we start packaging. So we have different sizes, the 1 kilo, then the sachet one.
So guys, this is the package, 1 kilo package of 1 kg of Roland rice. And it's nice. One, they are using paper. What does paper tells you? Reusable materials. This one is very, very good to the nature or our nature, because it would decompose.
Yeah, eco-friendly.
Yes. And look at the design, Charlie. And cooking directions. You also have cooking directions
in our local language.
Wow. From Msukopo. Wow. So add one quarter cup of water.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It shows that this is for us.
Yes.
Sometimes you see a product and it's in other language. There's no English or anything.
Chinese language on it. You can't even read.
Yes.
But we need to bring in our own local. So what I'm planning to do is, if you find Roland rice in, let's say, Western region or Central region, you get the cooking direction Infanti. If it's in Ghana, you get it in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes.
So that you do the packaging and you translate into various, and that will even tell you that these products are going to the Western region. These are going to.
Yes, that's the plan.
And before you continue, it can be used in various ways. Plain rice, fried rice.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Anything rice.
Wache, jollof rice porridge, emutu.
Perfect. People even enjoy it with emutu because you feed the local.
Sure. But it's very nice. Yeah. You didn't add boiled rice, locally called oil or angwamu. My favorite. Fantastic. Okay, so
nothing goes waste. So what we do is, we've realized that people have been cutting down trees for firewood. Of which there's a saying that when the last tree dies, the last man also dies.
Sure.
We don't want anybody to die now. So our chaff or the rice, we press it into pellets like for fire. Yeah, that's the rice hacks. Yes. So we press it so that you can.
So you have machines in doing that.
Yes, we have the machines there that press the chaff into pellets for we to be able to get fire out of it. Now, when you burn this, it also creates another waste.
Hey.
That's the rice hash. The hash. That's another waste
Hash.
yes. That's another waste that we get from research has shown us that this thing here is very important. Very, very important. It contains silica.
Okay.
There's an amount of silica in it. So other companies that manufacture car tires, they need silica to add up to the rubber to form the tire. Because rubber itself, when it moves on the road, because it's rubber, friction, it will wear off easily.
Yeah.
But they add some things that will not allow the tire to wear off easily. That's the silica. To be able to retain some of the heat resistance. And rice has that property, that capability of doing that. So when you burn the rice ash, it will give you that silica. So they add it to it. And you can add this to cement to also harden your material or the concrete.
Okay, so you have made this research.
Yes.
And if should any factory or any other
yeah, so what we want to do is we want to invite most of the university graduates or those still in university to come here, pick most of our ways, do more research, come out with new findings. Yeah, so we will be collaborating with other people to be able to get funding for that, for students to come down, do more research, because this we can get chipboard that we can use it to form our dexes, our cables and everything, well compressed ones. Yeah.
my guy, congrats. And
so
congrats.
nothing has to go waste.
Congrats.
Nothing
But
has to go waste.
The brain is working,
Yeah.
and the research aspect that you have added to your work shows that you go far, because
Amen.
research always opens up the ability of our thinking.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. This is very, very wonderful. So apparently we are about ending the whole conversation. Then we'll move to the factory itself. We'll have one or two check tags there. Okay, so Mr. Roland,
Yeah.
I have two things. In fact, your story is very, very encouraging and interesting. Now, if I'm to do some small mathematics here, Mr. Roland himself is doing 50 acres, and approximately you can have about 3,000 Ghana cedis from an acre. So 50 times 3,000, and that is 150,000 Ghana cedis. And you can do this twice a year.
Yeah.
Can do this twice a year. There will be plus or minus, but then it wouldn't be that huge.
Yeah.
So you can have up to what? You can have up to, let me times 2, 300,000 a year.
Yeah.
You can have up to 300,000. So that is what our brother here has started, and within this 3,000, it is paying a lot of staff. As you came here, you saw a lot of women here doing the drying and other things. Families are relying on him, all because he decided to work here. So before we go, we have known that this is very profitable and other things is very good. What is your advice? But I want you to tell the youth something that would encourage them to start something now.
Okay, so in every community we find ourselves in, there are problems. So for you sitting down to analyze the problems within your vicinity or your catchment area and getting a solution towards it, that is another job for you. It means you've been able to get a need that will help people solve their problems. So you have the idea.
Sure.
Do you get it? You have the idea. So you being able to solve it, you become the owner of that thing. And it means it will be something that is continuous.
Sure.
That will generate income for you.
Sure.
We must always be thinking business. And on anybody that wants to go into farming, you must see farming as a business, not just a hobby. Let's see farming as a business, not as a punishment, as when we were in GHS and SS.
Yes. If you make noise, they say go and read.
Yes. We shouldn't see it that way. Farming is a business. It doesn't matter how small you start. You can start gradually. Farming itself too is risky because there are challenges like flood, bushfire, all those things coming. But we need some measures. We need to pass through some measures to make sure that everything is well secured. Now we are trying to, I'll use this medium to speak to most of the insurance companies to come in to insure most of the farms. They shouldn't always be relying on buildings and cars and all those things. They should step into farms, make sure that we insure our farms. Because when we see the safety in it, we are able to do more or larger. We move into larger scale because we know that there's an insurance company covering most of the things that we do. So the risks involved is now limited. You get it? So the insurance companies, please come in, meet most of we the farmers doing large production. Let us insure.
It's all about business.
Yeah.
So you do insurance if everything goes, because you come to us, insure your car with us, insure this, and this one too is a business.
Yes,
and
it's a business. So we will appeal with them if they can come in to insure our farm. Any of the insurance company take the pain to bring it out that now you insure farms, and I think that alone will give you a plus.
Sure. So where can we get Roland rice?
Roland rice is found in most supermarkets around your area, unless you really go there that you want Roland rice, they'll get it for you. Because the challenge has been that people rush for Roland rice, so maybe by the time you go to the supermarket, it's already finished. So with Roland rice, most of the top supermarkets in your vicinity or your area, you find it there. But when you don't go early, it's finished. But since now we've increased our production, it will be available always in the market. But we are in Western region. Western region, when you come to Anto, that's where we do the production. You can come to the main factory, buy some for us. We have distributors too in town that you can also get some to buy. I'll put our number out there. That's 024 988 7585. 024 988 7585.
So as of now, do you have distributors?
Yes, we have distributors. So we have some in Western region, Accra, Ashanti region.
Then I'll plead with you, if you have the numbers of both Kumasi and Accra off head, you can give it out so that people will know if I'm in Kumasi.
We will just display on the screen. For them to copy.
So this is the Kumasi number on your screen, and on the other side too is the Accra number. We will display everything there so that you will be specific. If you know I'm in Accra and I want to get some, you just call these people. Now the funny thing is, let's all join to eat what we grow. There was once some of the old president, I don't know his name, but then he said, I think it's Danlati. He wasn't the president, but then aspirant. He said we should grow
Operation Feed Yourself.
Yes, Operation Feed Yourself. We should grow what we can and can what we cannot. Meaning that we should grow what we can eat and eat. Then after that, what we cannot eat, then we would can it or preserve it. So we eat what we grow and can what we cannot eat. So I would end here, and I'll give you a big thank you. So Chairman, have a nice day, and God bless you very much for making Ghana a better place to stay.
Amen.
You are giving youth the reason to stay in Ghana and work. Have a nice day, boss.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
Safe journey.
Okay. So don't forget to subscribe, watch for us, subscribe, comment, and follow us in all platforms or social media so that you'll be updated in whatever we are bringing. Have a nice day and bye-bye.